Hello and welcome to the weekend. So we are going to get into the astrology and pull some tarot for Saturday and Sunday. So August 24th and August 25th. I've got some astrology to go over with you guys. I've pulled a card for each day from the Mystical Shaman, of course, and we're going to get into the Energy Oracle and Tarot together here on cam. So I'm going to go through the astrology first. Remember that even though it's the astrology for the day, that doesn't mean that it's just that planet is there for one day, or that this energy, I mean, I think you know throughout your life there's very few things that are that you look back on and you're like, on this day in history. A lot of things carry over that are already going on in your life, but they're being influenced by the astrological energies. Other things may start and kick off, and it's just how it's influencing us. So let's get into it. Saturday, so we've got the moon still in Taurus, which is a lovely energy. It brings a lot of calmness with it. People tend to act with common sense. We often think of like the moon and the craziness of the moon, but the moon in Taurus is very calming. It really it puts us in a feeling of wanting to be in our pleasure zone, in our comfort zone, and it slows us down, and it gives us a feeling of steady assuredness. It's just really, really yummy. It's yummy. Or I should say but, not and. We also have a sextile between Mars, and Mars being the god of war, which Mars the planet, but Mars the god of war, and Chiron is the wounded healer. We've got a sextile between the two of them. So this is motivating our healing journeys at this time, and it can really push you into some kind of push you towards this mission or purpose that you have to help yourself and help others. So you may feel really motivated on Saturday. You may feel motivated towards a cause. There could be an opportunity that comes up for you on Saturday, whether you take the opportunity or not, or you just feel the feelings of it. But Mars kind of pushes us towards action, right? And then Chiron, the wounded healer. So there's going to be most likely an opportunity to be a leader or to take action on something that leads to cleansing and healing and teaching. You're going to feel like if you feel like you're in need and you see something that's not right, you're going to feel motivated there. Or if you see somebody else and you're like, that is an injustice, that is wrong, you're gonna feel this need to want to fix a problem, is the way that it was coming through. And for the Mystical Shaman card that came out, it's interesting because I just saw the 4 on this card, and when I looked up it was 4 minutes into the video. We've got the Beauty Way coming through for Saturday, and this card to me is all about seeing the beauty that is around you and creating beauty around you. So maybe, you, and this is like that was coming through with that like Mars and Chiron sextile. Like you want to create beauty, you want to bring love into a situation, you want to bring healing. I just heard spread joy. You want to spread joy. Okay. But there's this energy with the Beauty Way. It's like walking in beauty, walking in love, spreading that. And it's like you want to not just create beauty in your life and in the world around you, but maybe even like seeing potential where others see none. And that just, it feels so connected to the energies. So I'm going to talk about Sunday real quick, and then we're just going to do the energy oracle cards and the tarot for the whole weekend overall. I just wanted to pull cards specifically for each day with the mystical shaman deck. So for Sunday, the moon is still going to be in Taurus. So everything I said about the moon in Taurus still applies. It's just a super yummy energy. So it's still influencing our emotions. It's still encouraging that common sense, the need for comfort and pleasure, like a predictability in our life. But then we've got the moon aligning with Uranus. And Uranus is a little bit chaotic, right? It can bring like that sudden change, or it likes to shake things up. Uranus does. And this is happening in the evening. So this could be causing like misunderstandings between you and another person. Maybe if you live with someone in the evening, you might want to take some space, honestly. Because this can be a time when like the feelings that you're feeling inside, you're not able to communicate them correctly, or it may come out as a little bit harsh. Somebody else might take something too personally, honestly. But it's like it brings up misunderstandings, agitation. There could be something that happens out of the blue that changes your plans for the evening, or something like that that's kind of irritating. So there's a need to, watch our words with people. Don't put our foot in our mouth, right? It's an easy time to put your foot in your mouth, basically. I actually got 2 mystical shaman cards for Sunday, the 25th. We've got the Ghost Dance and the Rainmaker. And this reminded me, because I'm from an area where, like Ohio is actually, I can't remember which tribe, but it actually means, like, Ohio means Great River. It is a Native American word. And I remember, like, as a kid, like, we're actually at a sacred Native American mound site right now where I love to come and walk. And I always heard stories about like the rain dance. We have the Ghost Dance and the Rainmaker. And they're, that's a form of manifestation, like when they would dance to bring rain to help the crops, and that was their manifestation of abundance. And what was coming through is that you are manifesting. This is a good time for manifestation, and actually that Uranus energy could help with that. It can bring quick, sudden change, and then that, like, the Taurus moon also it brings that common sense and that energy of being able to look at the past and help you to see the future at the same time. And like the Ghost Dance, that talks about the past, and then the Rainmaker is manifesting your future. So there is this connection between the past and the future coming through here for Sunday. And I kept getting work with what is and not with what might have been. Let go of what might have been and work with what you have. And I feel like there's something about like the 6th and the 7th chakras being really connected, and being able to see the future in some sort of sense, and looking back on the past, learning from that, healing from that, because the Ghost Dance can talk about telling old stories as well, and being careful that you're not repeating patterns, you're not repeating an old story. You're walking in beauty now. You're creating beauty. You're manifesting a beautiful future. This weekend, actually, even though the energies don't seem like I talked about a whole lot that's super powerful, that Chiron and Mars feels really powerful. And the moon and Uranus kind of feels like it's shaking things up too. So let's pull some energy oracle cards. Oh my gosh, we're only like 10 minutes in. That's awesome. So, all right, I wasn't ready, so I'm not going to take these, but we have deceit and all tied up. Some people may be stuck in a past pattern. They may be refusing to look at something. This could be somebody around you, could be external energy. People making you feel stuck, or people in your life that are stuck because they refuse to look at past patterns. That deceit always reminds me of the devil card. Doesn't necessarily mean somebody is lying to you, but they could be lying to themselves, and then you can see it, right? All right. Okay, God, we would like to see the energies for the weekend of Saturday and Sunday, August 24th and 25th, please. For the collective, for all those who will be watching this video. Ooh, we got the door to romance. I just heard I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. Oh, that's a 33 as well. I like that. Oh, I told you there was something about the 6th and 7th chakras. We've got the sixth chakra here underneath the deck, which is your third eye, which talks about like that vision, that clarity. I feel like you're able to see the future in some kind of way. There's like patterns and predictability. That can be good and bad, right? But I feel like it's helping you. It's helping you with your life and making some kind of decision in terms of how to take action. Oh yeah. All right, so we've got the door to romance, and we've got the 4th chakra, which is the heart chakra. I feel like there's this energy of opening up your heart. There's this healing. The 4th chakra, when we think about love, and even love with other people. We've also got community here, and we have strategy. I want to throw that out there. It starts with you first. It starts with healing yourself first and showing yourself love first, having love and compassion for yourself before anybody else. Knowing how to do that. We can't properly love another person if we don't love ourselves first, because it will inevitably become unhealthy, because we will put too much energy into that person, and it tends to become either codependent or like the polar opposite, where we have just like love bombing and then completely pulling back, like that running away kind of energy. So there is this, that's like you've been on this major healing journey, I feel like, and you're ready to take action in some kind of way, and it feels like it could be romantic. There's like a cleansing, a healing. It could be going on within a relationship. There could be a cleansing or a healing that is happening within a relationship. I am noticing that on this door to romance, there is this heart is inside of a cage, and there's a key off to the side of it, and someone has opened this door to get to this key and unlock this cage that someone's heart has been in. So there is a healing here. There is also like an unveiling. There could be an unveiling of emotions. this weekend. You could get closer with someone this weekend. You could be sharing experiences or, feelings. And we have strategy and community. So strategy, is making a plan. It's being resourceful. I'm going to be honest, this feels like the door to romance and the fourth chakra. Feels like Saturday to me. It feels like Spirit separated it anyway. And then this strategy and community feels like Sunday to me. Okay, this is Saturday and Sunday. Okay, they're telling me no, they're both Saturday and Sunday. It's the weekend. Okay. 15:55 when I just looked up. This is interesting. Strategy, making a plan. Are you making a plan to connect with people, to connect with some kind of community of people, whether that is friends, family, going out somewhere? Heck, you could be going to a show, a movie. There's something about entertainment. You could be staying in with that moon in Taurus. You could be connecting with people at home. That could be something as well. I just heard scratch that. So there could be an idea that gets scratched. Which, have you ever said something and then you say, well, scratch that, and then you start again? Like an idea, you're like, scratch that idea, I'm gonna go for something else. There could be a change in plans. Oh, that would be so Uranus. Like a change in plans that has to do with community in some way. Because I'm seeing this feather, and you know how a feather, like if you've ever thought of somebody writing like with a feather pen, it's scratchy. And I heard scratch that, and I saw like a line being made through some text. So a text could be important as well. You may get a text from somebody. So plans could be canceled, they could be changed. Maybe you were going to go out, you end up staying in. It's interesting because I'm seeing keys here on this door to romance card, like I mentioned, and then we've got a key here on this strategy card up at the top. I don't know if you can see that. There's a key. You could be looking at something closer. There could be something that has to do with money or direction. The direction that some kind of plans are moving in, they may change direction. Okay. Let's get into the tarot. Where did I put it? Okay. All right. We're doing really good on time. I'm super surprised. Doing 2 days together. I thought this would be really long. I don't really want to go over half an hour, so I'm gonna, oh, shut up. We'll get to it. Alright, let's pull some cards on this door to romance and the fourth chakra, please. God, could you please elaborate on this energy that you're showing us? Door to romance and the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, for the collective. Judgment here popping out. 5 of Cups. The Hermit. Virgo energy. We just moved into Virgo. We got Scorpio here as well. We just moved into Virgo season. Judgment is like standing at a crossroads. And it's an awakening. it's funny, we talk about rebirth with the Death card, but Judgment can be a rebirth as well, an elevation, leveling up. I feel like, collective, this is like I wanted to call the Hermit the healer. The Hermit is Virgo energy, but it's someone who has done a lot of reflection, who has found their light inside them. They walk their own path. They've maybe even gone through a dark night of the soul. This is that Chiron energy. They've been on a healing journey because of something that's been like Five of Cups. There's been grief, there's been loss, and it's been emotionally draining. And I feel like you're finally ready to step out of this energy. Like you may have not dated for a long time or connected emotionally deeply with another person for a long time due to some kind of pain and judgment, like Mars and Chiron, the sextile between them. There's an opportunity to cleanse and heal and possibly teach from the experiences that you've been through. I want to get more on this Judgment. You are yeah, and I talked about that bird cage. Like, you may have had your heart in a cage, or somebody that you're connecting with may have had their heart in a cage for a while due to this past trauma. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity here. The Star, Aquarius energy, healing energy. This is lovely. Some of you may have some, which we are in Mercury retrograde still. You could have somebody coming back up from the past, but this is not someone that is it's an unhealthy relationship. This is somebody where you'll know, like it's somebody that you would want to connect with again. It's somebody that yeah, the Page of Cups underneath the deck. It's somebody that, and the Nine of Cups, that it would make you very, very happy if they were to show back up again with an offer. But for some of you, this is just, it's like your opportunity to shine, to show the universe how much you've learned, how much you've healed, to love deeper than you have before. After going through these experiences that you were meant to go through, and expand and grow and elevate. And there's an opportunity here to step into this, like a new relationship or some of you are spiritual teachers. And there's an opportunity, 2332, when I just looked up, that is mirroring. There's an opportunity to be a spiritual teacher, to take on that role, and to shine. And you may not be comfortable with that right off the bat. Give me one more on this Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is trust. It is planting a seed, but that can be anything, right? But there's something that has a lot of potential. There's a lot of love here. There's a connection, right? There's a door that's being opened. But also your heart chakra is expanding. Your heart chakra is opening. Yeah, we've got the King of Cups here, Scorpio energy, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but really Scorpio. Wow, that is so much love So much expansion. Look at this King of Cups. Do you see the lines coming out from his heart chakra on this card? I don't know if you can see it because the sun is shining really bright behind me. The King of Cups is emotional mastery. Someone has wow, there's a spiritual teacher here, whether that is you or somebody in your life, and they have accomplished emotional mastery. No matter what is going on around them, they are calm, cool, collected. They have common sense. They can predict their emotions because they know they can handle anything. They're a good listener. You may meet someone like this, or you may be this person. All right, let's get into this community and strategy. Community and strategy. There could be something about 3 people with this community, because I just saw the 10 of Pentacles want to flip over in the tarot when I was shuffling. This is a 21 and this is a 7, and there's 3 people on this card, and 3 7s go into 21, right? 40. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm on camera and I do math, I have to double check myself. That way I don't look like an absolute idiot, because I'm not. It's just the pressure. Now I feel like something's in my eye. Great. Yeah, so there could be something about 3 people, or something about 3, the number 3. Okay, God, give me more, please, on this community and strategy for this weekend. All right. Something was coming through just when I was shuffling, like channeled through me, and it was like, you know, when you make plans and you're super excited for them. There's a plan, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna do this on Sunday night at 7 o'clock, and you're totally excited for it. Even the day before, maybe that person texts you and they're like, we still on for tomorrow night? And you're like, heck yeah, I'm so excited. And then tomorrow night rolls around and you're like, oh, I don't want to move. I don't want to get out. I don't want to go out. I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to go and be around a bunch of people, or I don't want to have to talk or whatever it is. Sometimes just there's that introvert, and I like to think you're either an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. I like to think that we all have, you know, somewhat of a balance. But so yeah, it's like there's a little bit of an introvert in all of us at some points in our life, right? So we got the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, that was more serious than I expected. If somebody cancels on you, and they are known to cancel on you, take that seriously. Because there could be someone who, you know, they put up this front like, oh yeah, I want to hang out, I want to do stuff, but then they're never available, or they'll make plans, and you will keep that time for them open in your busy schedule, and then last second you know, they'll wait until that time. They won't even tell you early in the day, even if they know they're not going to be coming. They won't tell you so that you can make other plans. Oh, something about the throat chakra. They won't tell you so that you could go do something else, or you could make other plans, or invite somebody else to go in their place, or something like that. That feels I feel very like a lot of anger and passion coming out with that. So that could be special for someone. There could be something about children as well, because when I said the number 3, for some reason in my mind, I was thinking of like 3 years old. They could have a child, and maybe that is their excuse for not, and I'm not saying that that's not a good excuse when you have children, you know, but everybody else has busy lives too. That's no excuse to not be upfront and direct and just be like, hey, I can't get a babysitter. Or there could be something about a babysitter, but I'm getting it's more than that. I'm getting that somebody is a flake. I'm getting that somebody could be a flake. That could be very specific. Work with what is and not what might have been. There's something about a group of people or a specific person, and there's a plan. And there's something that's right in front of you, because you can see from past behavior of this person, who this person really is, and how they operate. Do not look at them as the friend that you want them to be, that you would like them to be. See them as the person that they are, that they have been, and move on. That feels very direct. Write a new story for your life. Make new friends if you need to. Go out and do the things that you want to do. If you have friends who don't ever want to do what you want to do, you're always going where they want to go or doing what they want to do. Why is that so strong? I'm trying to think of the astrology. Misunderstandings and agitation with that moon aligning with Uranus. I mean, Taurus is an energy where, like, predictability, right? I just wouldn't want to. I'm trying to. I feel like somebody possibly could cause a misunderstanding or agitation with another person, but it doesn't really feel like a misunderstanding. It feels like an excuse, like maybe somebody saying, oh, we had a misunderstanding about the plan, or we got our lines crossed, and I was getting scratched that, like, oh, I already texted you and told you I couldn't, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like it's, like, what were the 2 cards that popped out before I started the pulling energy oracle cards? It was deceit, and there was another card. Oh, I wish I could go back. When I'm channeling, it's really hard for me to think of what I've already said or what's already come through. I wonder if they're still next to one another. There's something about a person you don't want to look at. You're afraid to look at. There was deceit and all tied up. Somebody could be lying and saying they're all tied up. They can't do something, or and there's something about patterns, hidden tactics, manipulation. And then the Two of Swords, either not wanting to look at something or not seeing something. The Nine of Swords, anxiety, fear. The Nine of Wands is a card of patterns. It is, you know, the wounded warrior. It's somebody who's been through a lot. But you see, you can see the patterns. Sometimes you are a little bit over defensive with people, or over guarded with people. But the Nine of Cups, why? The Nine of Cups is coming off as selfish, that somebody is selfish. Why? Give me more on this, please. Got the Lovers and the Page of Cups. Do you have a friend who blows you off for a romantic partner? Like maybe they are codependent and they don't hang out with their friends anymore? Or it's like this person is very immature in relationships. Because generally, or not generally, but originally the Lovers is a choice. But it also represents relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. But the Page of Cups, could even be a person who it's like when they have time for you, they might text you, or maybe they have the idea of, oh yeah, I don't have any plans for, you know, Friday night yet, so I'll make plans with them, with you. But then if something else pops up, they would make plans with somebody else, or they would go with whatever it is that comes up, whatever plans, or something like that is what's coming through. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. It's not the prettiest energy that wanted to come through at the end there. I'm not... That could be some Uranus and the moon stuff coming through there. I would just be careful on Sunday night. I would be careful on Sunday night when it comes to relationships. I think I said when I started the reading I would avoid people on Sunday night, but yeah. 3808 when I just looked up. I would not engage on Sunday night, but do be aware of patterns. If somebody is doing something that they have a tendency to do to you, which is not nice and not fair and not caring or compassionate, then be aware of that, you know? Do what's right for yourself. Stand up for yourself if you need to. Walk away if you need to. That's another thing. There's nothing wrong with walking away, which I'm a Pisces and we are escape artists. But if there's nothing else to be said, sometimes you just gotta walk away. It's just like, you're not worth it. You're not worth the air that I breathe. Like, for me to explain to you, and you try to stick up for yourself when there's nothing you can say. You know, sometimes you just gotta go, you just gotta be a cold fish, and you gotta swim away. So, that is what I have for you. I'm sending you guys lots of love. I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you have an awesome weekend. I will see you again I'll put it out Sunday night, but it'll be for Monday. So, I'm gonna say I'll see you Monday. Alright, bye guys.